Vishnu-Paadaadi-Keshanta-Stotram, Shloka 46. Suptakaraah prasupte bhagavati vibudhairapyadrishtaswarupaha vyapta vyomantaralaha taralmanirucha ranjitaspashtabhasaha deha-chayodgamabhaha ripuvapuragaruplosha roshagnidhumyaha keshah keshidvisho no vidadhatu vipulakleshapasha pranasham. Anvayaha bhagavati prasupte sati suptakaraha vibudhaihi api adrishtaswarupaha vyapta vyoma antaralaha तरलमणिरुचा रंजिताः स्पष्टभासः देहच्छाया उद्गमाभाः रिपुवपुः अगरुप्लोष रोष अग्निधूम्याः केशिद्विषः केशाः नः विपुलक्लेशपाशप्रणाशं विदधतु. This verse is describing the form of the mass of hair of Lord Vishnu. Bhagavati prasupte, when Lord Vishnu is in his deep sleep state, that is when he is in yoga nidra. How does his mass of hair appear to be? That is described as suptakaraha, that which is twisted or matted in form. Supta has synonyms as Jalini, Garuda, Jata. So, Supta means matted hair. Akaraha, the form of that matted hair. Vibudhaihi api adrishtaswarupaha is not perceivable even by the Devatas. Vibudhaihi means by the Devatas, api also, adrishtaswarupaha, the form has not been seen. Then, vyapta vyoma antaralaha, this mass of hair is said to pervade the sky and the atmosphere. Vyapta means it's pervading, vyoma, the sky, and also antaralaha, the intermediary region, that is the atmosphere. Not only that, this mass of hair appears Taralamani Rucha Ranjitaha, is made beautiful by the brightness of the glittering gems. Taralamani means the glittering gems. Rucha means the brightness, that is the rays of bright light coming from the glittering gems. Ranjitaha, this mass of hair is made beautiful by that. Then spashtabhasaha, this is very clearly visible. Further, dehachaya udgamabhaha, this mass of hair appears like the dark luster of the body is rising upwards. Because we know that Lord Vishnu's body complexion is dark and it has immense shine. Then, Ripu Vapuhu Agaru Plosha Rosha Agni Dhumyaha, another form of appearance is described as like as though the clouds of smoke are arising from the fire of anger, which is burning the bodies of the enemies who are like sticks of agaru sandalwood. Here Ripu means enemies, and for Lord Vishnu, Asuras are the enemies. Vapuhu means bodies, and Agaru is a form of sandalwood. Plosha means burning, and Rosha is anger, Agni is fire, Dhumyaha means clouds of smoke. Then Keshidvishaha Keshaha. Keshaha is the hair and Keshidvishaha is the enemy of the asura named Keshi. So such a form of matted hair of Lord Vishnu, who is described here as one who destroyed the asura named Keshi. Then Naha Vipula Klesha Pasha Pranasham Vidadhatu. Vidadhatu means may it cause the what? Pranasham, destruction of Vipula Klesha Pasha, the various difficulties or many difficulties which bind Naha, all of us. So Naha Vipula means all our many Klesha, difficulties, which are Pasha, the bindings, and Pranasham is the destruction of this. Vidadhatu, may it cause. So, as I said, this verse describes the mass of hair of Lord Vishnu. It is said that this is not easy to understand or perceive. This mass of hair is so thick and dense and is said to spread everywhere when Lord Vishnu is in his Yoga Nidra. And because it is spreading the whole sky region, the sky appears to be dark bluish in color. Such a mass of hair is said to be very bright and shining very clearly. It is visible so clearly because it is said to be combined with the luster that is emitted by the precious gems studded on the ornaments adorned by Bhagavan. Then this appears like the bright bluish dark complexion of Lord Vishnu's body is rising upwards, and then that is visible in the form of this mass of hair. Or maybe this is the dark clouds of smoke which is rising from the fire of anger. And why is that fire there? That is lighted in order to burn the agaru wooden sticks. Now, what are looked upon as agaru wooden sticks? The bodies of the enemies. It is known that Lord Vishnu destroyed the enemy, asura named Keshi. Such a great Lord Vishnu, who is known as Keshidvishaha. His mass of hair, when meditated upon in so many different ways, may it destroy the various binding grief which is causing difficulty, and these are experienced by us, and this is coming in the way of our meditation. The difficulties are the obstacles. So this meditation is in a seeking release from these difficulties. Now the word klesha means afflictions of the mind which become obstacles for meditation. Yoga Shastram classifies this klesha, that is these mental afflictions, into 5 types: asmita, avidya, raga, dvesha, abhiniveshaha. We will look at the meaning of these in very brief. Avidya means it is the ignorance of one's own true self. Now this ignorance becomes the basis for the other 4 afflictions. The second one is asmita. Asmita means egoism or self-centeredness. That is, we create an identity between the body, mind and external objects, and then we get connected with the external objects. So therefore, we cannot attune the mind to the universal self. Then raga means from the identity between the senses and the objects, the desire for pleasure causes remembrance of previous enjoyments. This is attachment, that is raga. Then dvesha is aversion to pain, that is some expectations and desires remain unfulfilled. That causes pain, that is the memory of these unfulfilled desires brings a certain pain. The experience of such pain and unhappiness is remembered, and this is expressed as dvesha. In other words, imaginary pain also, that is suffering from pain which actually has not yet risen, that also is dvesha. Then the fifth one is abhinivesha, clinging to life out of fear of death. That is known as abhinivesha. Now, in our materialistic world, we can see how these 5 afflictions cause a lot of suffering. In this verse, the words vipula klesha implies these 5 forms of afflictions of the mind, and that becomes the pasha. That is, these afflictions keep us bound to the samsara, forgetting our true nature. So, the prayer is in the form of seeking release from all such afflictions, which will give us dharana, that is steadiness of the mind, and then one can progress in their sadhana to gain moksha. Namaste.